Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Let's Design Cities Skylines. My name's Rick Toaster and we are back at Cedar Valley where I went mad with power and created a few parks and added decorations and demolished neighborhoods and so many things I can't even remember at this point. But a lot of progress has been made in the city and I just can't wait to show you. So first thing, I just want you to take a look at this little park right here as we slowly go backwards. And this, it's something that it's not something that I planned. It just came out of the blue. But as you can see here, we have the university in the back. And the frame rate is not amazing, I have to say. I think there's like so many assets in this little corner. But let me just zoom out so you can see. I created a little park around the obelisk from Buenos Aires, which is my hometown, for those of you who don't know. And I created a bit of a park around it. I happen to have only flowers matching the Argentinian colors, so this comes in quite handy. But I did a few, like big planters with basically like very geometrical figures all around this building. I think it looks pretty nice. I think I'm really happy with how it turned out. And as you can see here, we have a cobblestone road with some chains on the sides, kind of preventing traffic from doing that, but I guess they don't really care. But yeah, this is one of the many additions to the city. As you can see here, I did some clearing around the government house, which, by the way, someone in the comment a few episodes ago, I forgot to mention this, but apparently this building was indeed a government house before it was a golf clubhouse or something like that. So, that's a cool little fact. And I added these two buildings right here. They look a little bit lonely. We need to do some landscaping around them. Actually, let me just turn off the rain because I wanted to show you how the city looked in rain, but it's going a little bit crazy, even though now all the streets are super shiny. But yeah, I wanted to add some like very gubernatorial buildings next to the government house. So this will be, the government, different ministries or departments or whatever. Added the Rudolfinum, I don't know if that's how it's spelled, and the Grand Central Terminal for, I think this is New York. And I wanted to actually put down, and this is a question for you, maybe you can help me out, but I wanted to put it twice. So where is it? So it's one of these here. I wanted to put it in the back too, so they would be kind of colliding with each other, but it would make one big building going from one street to the other. So if you know how to place if you know a mod that allows you to place more than one unique building, please let me know because it's something that I've been wanting to do for a little while. But as you can see here, this whole area is much more cleaner now. And even changed the districts a little bit. So now we have Rosewood Heights, which I kind of shaped it a little bit differently. And I extended downtown all the way over here. So it has some irregular shapes that I think look great. And of course, as you can see here, there's definitely taller buildings in this area as compared to the rest of the city. And this little thing over here, it's called Buen Ayre Square, which is the way Buenos Aires used to spelled in old Spanish, I think. Basically means fair winds. That loosely translates to that. So, okay. So a big thing that happened. I almost forgot. How can I forget this? So I pretty much extended the sunken freeway all the way around here. I created these incinerator plants on top of a, I don't know what would you call this, but it's kind of an island in between the sunken freeways, which I think it looks kind of nice. It's still lacking a ton of details, so we're going to get to that soon. But I don't know. I liked it. And also this serves garbage services, all around this area, which is super handy. You kind of want to avoid having all your garbage spots or collection services in one spot because garbage trucks need to drive all over the place. But as you can see here, we have a few of these biogas facilities that have 2 to 3 garbage trucks in use. That way we can spread them evenly throughout the city and not have massive congestions and be more efficient with it. For some reason, this building over here I don't know, it just doesn't work. I don't know. I think it's a bug with the game. I'm gonna have to demolish it and create it again. The problem is that there's a whole bunch of bus lines coming through this. So I will have to fix those, which, by the way, brings me to something else that I did, which is I added this bus lines back again, running from the residential and commercial areas all the way to downtown. I did change the layout of them a little bit. As you can see here, they're a little bit more polished, in my opinion. And we are having a lot more usage now, and of course, train was reduced because of it. But train has a ton of potential. Now that we cleared out this massive interchange that we used to have, this train line can pretty much go straight over here where some of these suburbs will be, and maybe we can get some more ridership that way. And let's see, what else did I do? Okay, oh yeah, I added this little interchange. It's nothing too amazingly fancy, but I think it looks great. I might want to bring this lane over here like closer to this overpass instead. So I don't know, something to play around with, but it's definitely looking nicer than before. I added the on and off ramp markings, and I think they just look fantastically well. All right, so in this episode, I'm going to begin by working on the freeway. We need to do some decoration. Oh, I keep forgetting things. I also redid the interchange that we used to have here, the one with the weird X marks, like basically it was like an X cutting through this avenue. I got rid of that, and I created something that I think works a little bit better. So in this case, you would be getting on this off-ramp, and then you would go directly around here and coming into this avenue. And the whole idea of this is that you wouldn't lose speed because it's just a straight line and then a curve. And the same goes for this. This allows you to branch out of this elevated avenue and coming back around, which hopefully will lead you to this off-ramp or on-ramp if you want to, merge with the freeway. However, I did add the same design here. The conditions are different between one avenue and another, so that's why I didn't extend it this way. There was really no point because we have one on-ramp here and another on-ramp there. Originally, I had it so that this lane would come this way, but it was just creating more intersections for no reason. So this works much better, and it's almost kind of mirrored, and I really like how it turned out. So this is amazing, and I did had to redo a few of these. Had to basically demolish half of my rail yard here, so I'll have to rebuild this. I'll probably do that off camera for the next episode or something like that. But the main line is indeed working, so that's actually really good. There's a bit of a I redid the slope, which I think looks very, very nice. In fact, you might not notice. You might have noticed this or not, but I released another design guide video a couple days ago, so you might want to check that out. I'm including the link in the description, and I'm sure there's a card popping up on the top right corner of this video right now that links you to it. And just teach a few tips and tricks on how to get really smooth, realistic slopes, or at least, as much as we can make them in the game. So I'm really excited to think or to know what you think about it. So let's just get ready to do some work here. I think I'm ready to do some work is what I'm trying to say. I want to start by decorating a bit and adding the keys to all the walls and just bringing this whole sunken freeway a little bit together. And yeah, I have a few ideas, so we're going to play with that. And eventually we're going to get rid of this thing, because right now it's just not doing anything for us, and it really doesn't make sense for this to stay here. So yeah, let's get back to work and see what we can accomplish. So I think first things first, we're gonna need to add some keys all around this area. So let's go ahead and do that first. Grab the key tool, and we're just gonna extend it. Let's see how good can we do this. That actually looks really nice. I'm not opposed to that design. And if we bring it right about here, we're definitely eyeballing some of these segments because there's just no snapping points, unfortunately. But we can do something like that. So that looks okay. There's a bit of a bump here. Let's see if we can fix that somehow. I think I might have extended the radius a little bit too much. Or no, this is probably the only way we can get this work. Okay, I'll leave it like that. Might want to try to polish it off camera later. I don't want to keep trying over and over again to get it right because it seems like it might not be possible at all. Now over here, what do we do? I think I want to start decorating some of these cliffs, if you will, with some rocks, because I haven't used many rocks except for that little thing in the beach over here. But oh, which by the way, I downloaded a ton of props for adding like beach little details, like surfboards and folding chairs and umbrellas and all kinds of things that are theme around summertime, I guess. So yeah, we're gonna be playing with those shortly after we finish doing this thing. See if we can get this to go right up against the edge, because I really hate it when there's like a gap. Yeah, you really don't want to snap over there. Okay, I get it. That's fine. We can bring this here and then see if we can at least have an even space out, and then we're gonna put rocks around this just to not highlight, but like contain these two walls, because otherwise they look not so great. In fact, one thing that we can try doing is extending the terrain a little bit. That actually kind of works. I'm not opposed to that. I'm not opposed to that at all, actually. All right, so we might want to do a few of those things in other places too, but for now this works. Now over here, I want to extend this right about there, and then extend this right about here. Fantastic. And do the same on the other side. About 12 units I think should be sufficient. Fantastic. All right, now let's take a look at the other side. I think we're going to try to do the same thing. There we go. And because in this case we're only going to go down by that much, or we can just fix it and go by about 12 units. That's actually a really good rule of thumb. 12 units is key in this game. There we go. That's looking good, and we're almost done here. Actually, I think we are indeed done. So that's those are all the keys in place. We need to do some terraforming on the edges just to see if we can improve them. Again, it's not always possible to get them right where you want them, but at least we're gonna try to increase the terraforming on these connections, basically, so that we can get some decorations in place and they wouldn't look so awkward. We're gonna put down some rocks just to hide all the imperfections. That's usually a really good technique for doing that. But I think that's looking good. Oh, we're missing a key over here. Just take care of that real quick. Extend it as much as we can. I think 11 units is as much as we can go. And it costs some terraforming here, but I think it's okay overall, so I'm not gonna change it. Let's see if we can somehow improve the terrain over here. It's actually really promising. There we go. And you would notice that I added a bit of a fence here on this side, and I didn't do that much terraforming. So I was thinking of just filling this with smaller rocks, and same over here. And then we're gonna put a fence or a wall or something like that over on this side. But before we do that, I'm thinking maybe we should do. Let's see. So we have this, I wanted to do something like this over here, but I don't think we have the space for it. So, you know what? Let's just get started and start putting down some rocks, because I want to see how that looks. So let me grab the rock tool real quick. Now, I don't know if I should be using the vanilla rocks or the other rocks that I have. Let's see how this looks. Let's try the vanilla rocks for a bit. They actually look really nice. I'm not opposed to the vanilla rocks. There we go. That actually looks really nice. I'm kind of loving it. So you know what? Let's add some bushes in between, some green little details, which I think are going to make a huge difference once we are done. So let's see. Now we need to figure out. I think I want to use this larger bushes, simply because they kind of get through the cracks in the rocks. I wish that I could rotate them, but I don't think that's a possibility. So right about there, it's okay, I think. Just a few details here and there. Let's see if we can add some more green to the sides. That looks quite nice, actually. I like it. It looks like a fortified element of some sort. I don't know. I like it. I like it a lot. And we should probably do some landscaping around here too, just to add a few more details. Let me see. Let me try replicating this design in a different spot. Probably on the other side of this bridge would look nice. I also kind of want to fix this real quick, if you don't mind, because I don't think it looks particularly great, that curve. So maybe around there. Fantastic. Let's put down some more rocks, see what we can come up with. So that actually looks really nice. If you compare the two, I think it really brings everything together. So let's put down some more of these little plants in between, and I hope that it all makes sense once we are done with it. So adding a few plants here and there, and voila. This actually, dude, I'm so excited about this. This looks really, really nice. And I think we can even, just to integrate everything together, I think we can even extend some of these rock elements throughout the walls. Just, I don't know. I don't want to overdo it. And I know I say that all the freaking time. And but sometimes it's really easy to overdo it. So let me finish adding a few more rocks to some of the other bridges, and I'll just resume in a second. So after a couple hours of tinkering, this is what one of the mini tunnels looks like. Let me show you also how these overpasses look like as well. I think they turned out pretty nice. And we still have a ton of decoration to be done on this freeway. So everything is going to start coming into place much nicer as we start adding the different things. Which brings me to the next task that I wanted to tackle, which is the center barrier here, or the median, or whatever concrete wall thing. Actually, I'm not going to use concrete walls. I've been looking throughout the list of mods that I have and some others on the workshop, and I think I'm going to start using some metal railings for the inner parts of this freeway. And the way I want to tackle that is by doing the following, because Let me pause the game real quick. Unfortunately, if I show you what I have in mind, which is, let me just scroll over here. I think I want to use this one, and that has the little dirt on the side. These want to be plopped against a road, as you can see here. And that sucks because, well, the freeway usually doesn't have tiles for things to be plopped on. Actually, let me think for a moment. Can I force zoning on a freeway? Because that might make things a lot easier, actually. Because what I was going to do is, well, first, let me see if this works, and then I'll tell you what I was going to do. Force zoning. Let's give that a shot. Oh, that actually works. Holy crap. Because what I was thinking is mainly just upgrading this road with some other type of road network that does indeed support, let's just say this one, tiles for things to plop. But since we can't do this, it might be easier to do that way. So basically what we're going to do is just plop these alongside this road segment. And this is pretty much the result, which I think looks really, really nice. I wish that there wasn't dirt on the side of the shoulders for the freeway, but I think it works pretty well for now. Let me see if I can do the same. Can I directly upgrade this without having to demolish this thing? No, that's not a possibility. So I'll definitely have to demolish this, which will mess up my terraforming a little bit. And I shall fix really quickly. There we go. Hopefully that won't create any weird slopes or anything like that. And let's just go straight. And I forgot to add the the modifier here. So force zoning. There we go. That's not too bad. And let's just see if we can squeeze in. Okay, so this is what I was fearing. It kind of wants to snap towards this side of the road now, instead of the other. Yeah, so this might not actually work. It might be better to do the way I was intending it to work, which is, let's grab the 3-lane regular road. Turn off bending, there we go. And while we're at it, let's just also upgrade this. So we're gonna put all the barriers alongside this road segment. And then we're going to upgrade it to freeway. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. So let me quickly get rid of this. Fantastic. Hopefully the rocks are still in place. I know I ended up demolishing a few over here, but we'll take care of that in a few seconds. So let's just put down these barriers over here. Just like so. That seems pretty good. I don't know if I'm going to do it the same on this side. Actually, yeah, sure, why not? I think it will look nice. It will have to overlap in certain spots, but I'm really okay with that. So once we have that done, let's grab the freeway and upgraded it. Oh, I should have done it here too, but this is pretty much the final result, which I actually like it better because now the metal railings are sitting right next to the shoulder. I guess there isn't that much room for you to like escape or stop if your car breaks down, but it does indeed look much nicer. And I think I'm gonna keep this. So let's try the same over on this side really quickly. So we're gonna upgrade this segment all over here. We're gonna put down barriers just like so. And right about there, and let's do the same over here. It's kind of doing some weird terraforming on the rock side of things, but that is okay. So let's grab this thing and upgrade it back again. And that will be that. That actually looks super smooth. I like it a lot. This seems kind of dangerous, but don't mind me. We're gonna keep that as it is for now. In fact, over here, I think we should probably add a few more rocks, just so that things look a little bit nicer. There we go. And we should probably add a few more of these plants. Let me see. What's this big bush, or what's the actual name of this? This is a fern 1. This is one of my favorites, by the way. I'm sure you can tell by now, but because I use it everywhere. But that looks really, really, really nice. We might have to do some detail work over here as well. But for now, I think this is a winner, and I'm definitely gonna keep it. Let's see. I think we should probably try to do something like that over here as well. Let's see how this looks. So I'm not sure this would make a lot of sense per se. Maybe it does. I don't know. If I overlap it a little bit like that. Let's see how this looks. Go back to the freeway, and this was a 2-lane if I'm not mistaken. Something like that. That actually looks great. That looks freaking ill. I like that at all. Sorry, I like that. I really, really like this. I really do. You know what? I really like this. We're gonna keep this. In fact, let's just try it on the other side. We're gonna use. This seems like a better. Let's just bring it up to there. Seems like a better width for upgrading this. So let's just grab this thing. I wish that I could go a little bit further out, but I don't think the game's gonna let us do such a thing. That should be enough though. Let's put it on the other side too. Something like that. It's gonna be a lot more tricky when it comes to curves, unfortunately. So I'm not entirely sure if that would work. Now we have this big patch here of like dirt that I guess we can fill with the trees and things. So I'm not terribly opposed to that. But that indeed looks much nicer. Let's see if I wish this was had a transparent background, to be completely honest with you. So whatever I want to do, I have the double barrier too, but I don't think the gap that I left is it's a bit too wide, I think. If it only had just the grass underneath, that would be great, because that way I can use the brushes to paint the floor texture, and thus not having this. But at the same time, the freeways do come with this dirt on the sides, which is kind of not great either, especially for urban environments like this. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep tinkering with this. I'm going to upgrade some more road segments. Actually, you know what? Let's do this in a time lapse, because why not, right? And this is the final result. I mean, actually not really final, because there's a lot of work that I wanted to keep doing here, but I'm actually running out of time. I should have been getting this episode out, just start wrapping it up in the next couple minutes. But I'm really excited about the direction that this is going. I'm sure that you noticed that I started doing the upgrades here to start putting the railings, but I figured that seemed a little bit overkill. So I decided to only bring it back for the inner part of this segment right here, and just extend it to this on and off ramps. So I think this looks a little bit promising, and I need to start adding the dirt brush to like fill in the gaps, and we're gonna add some vegetation all around this area, and then of course we're gonna replicate the exact same design over here. So unfortunately I'll have to tackle that in the next episode because like I said, right now I'm running out of time. And I really want to get this episode out by Thursday. So if you enjoyed this episode, please hit that like button. And hopefully we can get it to, I don't know, maybe 7 or 8. I know that's pretty ambitious, but I'm sure we can make it. And also, if you're new to my channel, please do not forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And next episode, I'm probably going to be working off camera and trying to fix add decorations throughout the sunken freeway so we can move to expanding the city, because it's something that I've been wanting to do for a while. And I know that we still have to decorate the downtown, so hopefully we can tackle that as well as soon as possible. But that's all for now. I want to thank you all for watching. Really hope to see you in the next one.